Hello from Tramtown. Well, it's our final day of our big Easter push. It's been really hectic. The team have loved it, the visitors have loved it, and I've got a special guest here, one of our youngest visitors that's come to visit us today. And I want to just say hello to him. So, hello, young man, how are you?
Good.
Excellent. And have you enjoyed your visit today to Tramtown? Brilliant. What's been your favourite bit?
Going on the tram.
Oh, excellent. And that's this tram here, 600, isn't it? Brilliant. And what is it about heritage trams that you like?
That old fashioned.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? Yeah. And they sound different as well, don't they? Yeah. Now, do you prefer them over the new ones, or do you prefer the new ones?
The old ones.
Oh, great answer, great answer. This young man should be in politics, shouldn't he? He's very good, very good. And would you recommend anyone to come to Tramtown?
Yeah.
Yay, brilliant, excellent. So, well, thank you so much for coming to visit us. And what I'll do now is I'll take you on a tour of some of the other things that have been happening today. But a big thank you to you, and we'll see you again. And I'm sure, I have a feeling, this may be a future MD of Blackpool Transport. Who knows? So brilliant. Thank you again, and I'll see you shortly. So it's now 4 hours later, and it's almost the end of our great big Easter weekend opening. We've been so pleased. I'm just looking at my hair. It's slightly mad and dishevelled, and probably reflects how I am at the moment. Huge smile, because it's been such a great weekend. So many people come from Blackpool, Lancashire, and different parts of the country to come and support us as we open, and it's just the start. So many more exciting things to come, but I wanted to introduce you to a couple of our other volunteers that have been helping. Without them, we couldn't have been in this great place that we now find ourselves, and the launch pad of what we want to achieve. And the next person I want us to meet is the incredible, brilliant, it's a great introduction for him, Stuart. Hello, Stuart.
Hello there.
Excellent. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm very well, thank you. Just about awake now. I've just finished work. So,
yeah. For those that don't know, Stuart does a very demanding job, don't you?
I do, yes.
In railways. Yeah. And what is it you do, Stuart?
Signalman.
A signalman.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he does that, because there's responsibility, there's attention to detail, there's knowledge, there's all the scary stuff in life that when you're getting into railways as a kid, nobody ever tells you about.
That's
I imagine.
correct, yes. Yeah, it is intense.
The stuff that keeps you awake at night, probably.
It does, yes.
Yeah. Well, you do a grand job keeping people safe, Stuart.
Thank you.
One of the things I noticed, though, was straight away when you joined us, a couple of years ago now, is it, I think?
It'll be about 2 years.
About 2 years, wow. It's gone quick, hasn't it?
It has flown by.
It was that your training in the heavy rail industry was just like so ducked to water in this industry, in light rail, because obviously safety is everything you do here all the time, isn't it?
That's correct, yeah. It's exactly the same safety.
So-
Same safety rules.
So I never had to worry where Stuart was or what he was up to, because I knew straight away he would be absolutely fine doing it all.
That's it, yeah.
Which is lovely.
It is, yeah.
And as somebody who's not in that industry, that was something that took me a while to get used to.
Yeah.
So how are you finding it, Stuart? This is the first day that you've been able to come over the weekend. How have you found it going?
I found it very well, yeah. It's very interesting seeing it set up and seeing all the information.
Yeah.
So it's the first time I've seen it fully set up. So
That's right, yeah.
A lot of hard work you've all done, so really impressive.
Oh, thank you, Stuart. You did lots of painting and just sort of the attention to detail stuff, and also ideas as well.
That's it, yeah, just passing on ideas and
Yeah.
helping where I can. So,
Huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huge, yeah. And that's the beauty of it. Now we've had this chat today, haven't we, about where do we go next? What do we do next? Haven't we, about learning from other places and the best and learn from any things that haven't quite worked as well elsewhere.
Yeah.
So the final question for me, Stuart, is what's your favourite bit?
My favourite bit. I don't really have a favourite bit. The whole experience is the favourite bit. So,
brilliant.
So there's no real little bit that's more important than others. So because it all works together, you see. So,
it does, doesn't it? It does.
And it's well worth visiting. So if you've never been before, just come down to Tramtown and visit us. And
brilliant. Yeah. Well done, Stuart. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
And thank you again for all that you've
You're
done.
welcome.
And again, if you see Stuart when you're coming here on a tour, say hello to him.
Yeah.
Not only will we be able to get lots and lots of information about light rail and trams in Blackpool, this guy knows lots about trains.
That's it, on the heavy rail side as well.
And also small trains as well.
And small trains,
Yeah,
yes, model trains
model
as well.
trains, exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's it.
if you want to know anything, this is your man. Brilliant.
That's it, yeah.
Thanks,
No
Stuart,
problem.
and I'll
Thank
see you
you.
later.
No problem. See you
Brilliant.
again.
I am now with somebody that everybody's been asking about, and you, I'm sure, if you've been around the heritage scene of Blackpool and the Fylde Coast for some time, you will have come across this gentleman. I first came across him on a railway. I've seen him on the Winter Gardens. It talks about the history of Blackpool and the Fylde Coast. This guy has amazing knowledge. He's like the human Google of things. I'm looking at him now and I'm making him smile. But he is, but best of all though, he's a wonderful guy. He really has got a heart of gold. I think everybody thinks the world of him. And that is, just move across there, is the brilliant David. Hello, David.
Hello there, pal.
How about that for an intro?
I know, yeah. Well, the fiver's in the post.
Yeah, I
mate,
was going to say, you've got to live up to that now. so you can't be grumpy.
Big
or...
shoes, yeah, no, big shoes to fill.
So yeah, I'll be like, oh, it's not normally like this. So, David, you've done loads of things to make this possible, haven't you, over the
I've
years?
helped as much as I can. I'm away in London. Like, in fact, I'm literally leaving from here to go down to London for another couple of days.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I need to do that for my work. But what I've been able to do, I've been able to do, yeah.
That's it, and that's what we've always done, isn't it? We've tried to bring in flexibility around people's lives, because people have lives, they've got to live
We are
those
volunteers
lives.
at the end of the
That's
day.
right,
So,
yeah. And many hands make light work, and
Yeah.
that's how it works, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
So what? From memory, gosh, I'm just thinking back now to those paint fueled
Yes.
fume days of things that we were doing when we first
I was
started.
very impressed that my bench is out the front.
Do you know what?
The bench.
Yeah.
The bench.
It was so anyone that comes here, when you'll be greeted by this lovely green bench, which wasn't quite as lovely when we started.
Not really, no. It had big holes in it and all
And I was like, oh, it'll be all right, just slap some paint on it. And I was like,
right.
Dave was like, no, we're going to do this properly. And we're going to take it apart, we're going to properly prime it. And then it was like, actually, some of this wood's not very good, is it?
No, it was falling apart a bit. Yeah, it's been set near 200 yards from the sea for like 60 years.
Slowly eroded,
Yeah,
slowly
yeah,
eroded. So David insisted we do it properly, which we did. We rebuilt the bench, and
Yeah.
you primed it, you painted it,
Yeah.
and it looks great.
It
doesn't
looks good now, yeah.
And yesterday Carol wanted this bench moved in a slightly different direction, didn't she? So it's got like a bit of a channel feel now, hasn't it? So you come in, you channeled in,
Yeah.
and there are no selfish reasons why that bench has been moved. It's not so that Carol can sit on it comfortably
Not at all.
right next to the gate.
Absolutely.
It makes,
Yeah, totally not that,
Makes
yeah.
perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. So David, apart from doing loads of work here, your knowledge is just fantastic, isn't it? You know, you're
I'll do the best I can, yeah.
yeah, our best sort of, well, one of many great tour guides that we have.
Yeah.
But what's been your favourite bit of what we've done?
The fact that we've been able to salvage something out of what was this, well, sort of just before Christmas, a bit of a disaster really, or looked like it
Yeah.
anyway. It wasn't, but it looked like it when the trams had to stop very quickly, which was
Yeah.
a shame. But for genuine reasons, etc., we've managed to salvage the workshops out of it to be able to show people, certainly this part for now, and hopefully the body shop and the paint shop in the not too distant future, so watch out for that happening.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we've had people here that have said, okay, it would be nice for them to be running again, and that will happen, I'm sure. But it's just we've got this sort of halfway house at the moment that at least people can come and see how they worked.
Yeah.
And at the leisure, rather than having to be herded in a tour. Not that there's anything wrong with the tour, but you can have this as well.
Yeah.
So you can have the best of both worlds, and certainly when we start doing the tours proper shortly, you'll be able to do, the wandering about and then get a bit more detail.
Yeah.
Which is what it's all about, and to show people how this operated and how it works and how it all comes together and makes the unique tramway that it is here in Blackpool.
Yeah, absolutely. Gosh, that was good. I told you it's good. Isn't it good? So, yeah, you're absolutely right, because it's the start, the nucleus of doing something really special, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And my personal thing that's come out this weekend for me is two things, really. One is how we start to take some of the income from here to, invest in the site, but also to recruit an engineer.
Yes, very important. That needs to happen. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
To get these reels a turning.
Yeah.
And then And the other bit, as you know, I like a cup of tea.
That's been known.
We've got to get a cafe in here as well.
Yes, if of some format,
Some
yeah.
format.
Obviously,
Very
bit sort
basic.
of basic one, but
Yeah.
one that actually does the job, yeah.
That's it. Because
absolutely,
what better
yeah.
place to sit on a table?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So,
yeah.
so I think
yeah.
that's. I'm going to go away and find out how that works. I know how cafes work,
Yeah.
but in an engineering environment,
very much so,
that's the bit I want to work
Yeah.
out. Because what I don't want is open one up and then get a horrible food hygiene rating.
Oh, no.
'Cause I don't think that'll be good for press. so I need to do
Definitely
it
not,
properly, rather than just
That needs to be spectacular,
That's
yes.
it, yeah. Oh, a cup of tea and a kettle should be fine. But
Yeah.
but no, I cannot thank you enough, David. And what I'm going to do as well is we did a very quick, didn't we, on the Tramtown YouTube channel, like a 5 facts about.
Oh, yes.
things,
Yeah,
which I'm going to put a link in so you can see just Dave's level of knowledge is brilliant because that was like speed dating of tram facts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll do a proper chat, you and me, sat on the boat tram over there.
Yeah.
And which is just
there.
there.
Yeah.
We'll sit on that and we'll just have a chat
chat about
about
things,
your sort of background knowledge
Involvement of it,
and
yeah.
so on.
Yeah,
And a little sort of
Yeah. Perhaps a little pre-plug as well.
Yes, ma'am.
We haven't discussed this, so I don't think it's a massive surprise
No.
to yourself, but it might be to the viewers. I found that it's 200 years of railways in Britain. Stockton and Darlington, 1825 to 2025. Do the maths. And basically, I found that the whole of the file had no involvement. There doesn't seem to be. I could be, might be updated now, and I might be wrong. But as I looked at it the other day, there was nothing in the whole file, right through to sort of Carnforth or Liverpool area, that was saying we can do something for the 200th anniversary in this area. And Fleetwood, of course, had a massive link with the early railways, being the first railway to the seaside anywhere in the world. And the way you got to Scotland, you went to Fleetwood and got a ship.
Apparently, the Titanic anchors or something went.
Something via Fleetwood.
Which
is
pretty
and
astounding.
apparently
isn't
it was when they were building it and they weren't fitting it out quite. They were just testing the engines. They apparently came level with Blackpool and then took it back to Liverpool.
Wow.
So there is a photograph, I believe,
Yeah.
of the Titanic just sat out off the coast of Blackpool.
Wow.
So that's from what I gather.
There's a fact. There's a fact. Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's by the by.
Yeah.
But anyway, the bottom line is that we're hoping to do a talk here on 600 of the railway in Blackpool and the Fylde area.
Yes.
At some point in the future, this year specifically. So look out for that happening.
That is
We've just
brilliant.
been checking out that we can do a little sort of presentation on the tram.
Because one of the things that I liked about it is once you put people in here, this place echoes.
It
It's
does,
brilliant,
yes,
isn't it?
yes, it does.
Now, I once went to a council meeting. It was a public meeting, and some bright spark, lovely guy, but didn't quite connect. Having a public meeting in the sports hall was a terrible idea because everything echoed,
Yeah.
and it really didn't work. It was like,
Right.
who's booked this place? But this is different. There's acoustics in here.
Somehow it works,
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't think it would with this vast space of it, but it must be just how it's configured or whatever.
Yeah.
That it is able to take the voices and echo them round, but not silly. It doesn't become daft. It works. Yeah,
It really
somehow.
does.
Yeah.
Especially we've noticed we've put children's voices in here.
That's true.
And then
Yeah.
you've got sound and different things going on.
Yes.
It can absorb all of them in a
Seems to be
complementary
able
way.
to, yeah.
Which is so.
Which is excellent. Yeah.
Having a lecture in here, having those sorts of public events will work brilliantly.
Yeah.
So we'll, as soon as David knows when, we can tell people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that will be entertaining, won't it?
Yeah, well, it's just the history of the railway to Fleetwood, which was the first railway in the world to the seaside that we know of.
Especially the way I bigged you up, David, at the start.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to be good. It's got to be good.
There's one last little thing
Yes,
I just
mate.
want to say.
Yeah.
These are the sort of conversations that can only happen in Blackpool. When we were having the meeting the other day, you had Richard Ryan here from the Illumination Department, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Who I've known Richard a long time. Lovely, lovely man. And I had this there was this conversation overheard of, we need to wire up the pumpkin and the cow.
Ah, yes.
And you're like, right, there's only Blackpool
yeah.
you could have a conversation which involves the words wire up the pumpkin and the cow.
Yes.
Isn't that really, when the illumination?
And
It's
nobody
like bizarre.
Nobody even blinked.
No, it's
Nobody even
like,
blinked.
oh right, okay,
Yeah.
yes, we're going to need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like, what?
Totally normal for Blackpool.
Completely normal for
Yeah,
Blackpool, which
absolutely.
makes this place unique, and we're unique within unique. I think.
Brilliant.
That's what Blackpool Transport's
Yeah.
Tramtown is unique within the unique town of Blackpool.
That's beautiful, David. I'm glad we recorded that because I don't have to write that down now because that's going in our
that's
marketing.
copyrighted.
That's copyrighted. Exactly. Every time we use it, a penny goes to you.
Yes,
that's the deal.
absolutely,
We can go with that. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much,
You're
David, for
welcome.
all that you do.
And thanks to you for all your massive hard work to get this off the ground, mate. Because without that, this would just be a pipe dream still.
Yeah.
And we're at least on the way.
On the way now,
On the
aren't we?
way.
Yeah. All right.
Long way to go.
Yeah.
First to admit it, but we're there.
Yeah.
We're starting.
And what's ironic is I know so little about trams, but I just know I like them, and that's great, isn't it?
All
There's
that
something
matters.
for everyone
It's
here.
the
isn't there?
enthusiasm and the love for them that's important. Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah,
works,
I
isn't
agree.
it?
I agree.
So I will. I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to go and do a lot of painting.
Now
in
you're
a
going to
minute.
get a brew, be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm going to have a brew actually. I'm going to have a brew. I've been rumbled and some biscuits.
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 Where's the biscuits?
Yeah. Oh no. So found our secret stash.
From the toast.
Yeah. Yes, we have got a toaster now. And I will see you shortly in about what will be about 2 hours for me, but about 2 seconds for yourselves. But David, a huge thank you, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you as well.
Cheers, buddy. Take care, mate.
Cheers,
Cheers.
mate.
So a few hours later for me and a few seconds for yourself, you probably noticed I've got a change of clothes. So after everybody went, I stayed behind and I gave a second coat to the floor. I've done half of it. I'll do the other half on Saturday when we finish on Saturday. But I am absolutely shattered. But I'm so proud. It looks brilliant. All I need to do now is put like a gloss on, not a gloss. It's like a primer almost, but the opposite of a primer, and that'll give it a nice sort of glaze and be easier to clean. But what a great weekend we've had. Thank you so much for everybody that's come, everybody that said nice things, everybody said they're coming, everyone who's booked to come, everybody who supported us, the amazing volunteers, Brian, John, everybody, too many people to mention, but every one of you has all been incredible. I'm so grateful to you all. And a huge weekend for us. Great start. I think we had something like 170 people come, which is brilliant. And that's just the first step of a very long journey, which ultimately we'll see these running again. So this is a bit of a crusade now, fixing the roof, fixing that, getting the trams out, getting the tram shed open. Lots and lots of things to do. Huge thank you again to everybody that's helped. We'll be back here on Saturday. The good news is we've already confirmed now we're going to be doing Wednesday tours as well. They'll start at the end of June, so we'll be open Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays, and we'll grow and add more of those to it. So you can book tours, don't forget to book those. Otherwise, just turn up at the gate. And just again, a huge thank you from me and everybody here at Tramtown for coming and getting involved. You have all been amazing. I'm beyond proud. It's probably one of the best projects I've been involved with, actually. It's very special, and it's going to be something that's going to leave a great legacy for everyone. So I will disappear, and I need to eat. And I think tomorrow I'm going to be in the park, so I'll do a video from there. We're working back there in the morning. There's lots happening in Blackpool, and I'll share those journeys and try and do one of these every day for the time being, because so much is going on. So anyway, over and out from me. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And from Blackpool, the sun's come out. Shame it wasn't here earlier. Take care and speak to you all soon.